I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So I do get a lot of comments with people saying I have saved them a lot of money, and I do get questions, hey, can I send you some money somehow? And now there is a way, if you so choose, called fan funding. You'll find it on the channel page right there. (2012) Ford F150 front brakes, front brake pad replacement. Got a minimum and maximum on here. Cap. If you use some kind of suction device, because you're going to collapse the pistons, you may want to suck some fluid out of here. Depends where your level is. See, mine's down there. It did suck a little bit out. So you don't want the brake fluid, if you can help it, overflowing out when you collapse the pistons. So we've taken some out. Now we'll go to the wheels. I'm probably going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lug nuts. Break them loose on the ground. Everything is left to loosen, right to tighten. So get your wrench on there and break them loose. Probably a turn. Then you can go ahead and jack up your vehicle. Probably 21mm lug nuts, and you can jack up your vehicle and use safety jacks, safety stands. Protect yourself so it doesn't fall on you, and then take the tire off. Here we're looking at the front brakes. Front brake caliper mount, and the brake rotor. 2012 Ford F150, and this is a 13.5 inch. I can get a 1/2 inch on here as well. One on the top, one on the bottom. We'll take those bolts out, and then 21mm what I got here for the 2 caliper mounting bolts right there, and we'll take those off next. I'm going to collapse the pistons. I'm going to try and get in here where the screwdriver may be and collapse them with the screwdriver. We'll see how that works. Or a pry bar, excuse me, a pry bar. A little tougher to do with dual pistons. Getting some space in there though. Usually if you collapse one piston, the other piston pushes out, and it's kind of a seesaw. So, but that's pretty far. Then we use a large channel locks or a C-clamp, and we'll just collapse that when it's off the rest of the way. Again, we'll just zip these off, that bolt and that bolt, and we'll take the caliper and hang it up here with a bungee cord. This is rotating on both, so we're just going to hold it. I'm using, I happen to be a 15/16, but if you have a pliers or whatever, it'll probably just work fine as well. What? Shiny and new? Shiny and new. slide out of place. And then if you have a like a 1/2-inch breaker bar or something, you can use that and break the back bolts loose. They'll probably be a little harder than maybe using a 3/8. I'll be using a gun, but a larger breaker bar would be good. Check the slides, make sure they're free. Probably add a little more lubricant to them, but they should be fine. These metal pieces in here, you can either clean them up or replace them with new ones. And I think our brake pads come with new pieces, so we'll replace those. And the rotor, for the most part, should slide off. If it doesn't, you should be able to just tap it on here and it'll come off. And you want to get it machined or replace it. New metal pieces. Put some lubricant on here. High temperature caliper lube. These should just pop off. This needs to be on the outside always, and this is on the inside, like so. It's kind of a friction fit, so make sure you push them down as much as possible. There's going to be resistance on this side. Get that snapped down. Alright, now ready to receive our new pads. New rotors on. caliper bolts are going on at 184 foot-pounds. And the bolts that'll go in here, they're 27 foot-pounds. A note, the brake pads are different at these notches. So, inner pad, you can see the dual pistons, the notches here, outer pad. So you don't want to mix them up because you will have a problem. You will probably have locking up brakes. We do want to collapse that a little bit more. Just try and use the large C-clamp or large channel locks. Large C-clamps works well too. Try to make sure you apply pressure in the center so we get both pistons to collapse. Use an old brake pad if you're going to do that too. And again, we'll tighten those at 27 foot-pounds. Go ahead and get in the vehicle and step on the brakes a few times to push the pistons out and set the brakes. And before that, you can also put the tire on, 150 foot-pounds. Tighten them in a crossing pattern as you put them on. So, get your tires on tight, again, 150. Pump the brakes a few times to set your calipers and your pistons. Then go ahead and top off your brake fluid at the master cylinder. Put it somewhere between the min and max. Right closer to the max is better. And that is replacing your front brake pads, rotors on your 2012 Ford F150, and I'm sure other model years. If you take off your wheel and it looks like this, it will probably work for you. Bolt sizes may change. It's pretty minor though. Take care.